to
Previously.
my wounds.
X-Rated, the X-Men animated review show.
Awaken, you have visitors.
Hello, visitors, and welcome to X-Rated, the X-Men animated review show. X-Rated 97. And
what are we even doing this for?
Because it's fun.
I'll take it. I'll take that answer. Who is that? Who am I? Who is to my left? Your right, my left, right, my right, and your left? Well, I am your host.
The serpent in our garden whose wretched actions are born from one original sin.
I like how you didn't add the
We're not going to talk about that.
he left the last part off for a very obvious reason.
Skelgato. And with me, as always, is my co-host.
He founded the Friends of Humanity, created a virus that kills mutants, tried to frame a mutant for killing the president.
Damn.
Admit it. Admit it.
Laundry list, baby.
I would like to say that I was not, what's the proper term? Convicted of any of those crimes. So, you know.
Freaking bigot!
You know, I don't have to stand here and take this. Sit here and take this. I can go start another podcast.
Well, you know, we're not alone tonight. We have a guest.
Strange. Born with no powers.
Oh, it's sad. Sorry to hear that.
That's a damn lie.
Hanif, no, Bishop is here.
I think dripping with charisma is the power, isn't it?
Oh, and I should say my co-host, Great Andre Creed. Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. He did found the Friends of Humanity. It's all true. It's all true. I believe it now.
Their acronym is FOH, which is aptly put.
Mm-hmm. Foe.
Fuck out of here.
Like the Vietnamese soup? Is that what they're naming themselves?
That's pronounced Po.
No, it's not. It's pronounced pho.
Nobody's ever pronounced it.
Yeah, that's it. Pho.
Pho.
Yeah, that's it.
Couldn't say no one's ever pronounced it po. You go, wait, can I get a nice hot
No, it's not
please?
Po.
They will laugh you out.
Politely ask
Maybe it
you.
wasn't Pho.
What even polite? Just like get the fuck out of here.
And, you know, we're here to review X-Men 97, Season 2, Episode 7, Strange Land, Savage Heart.
Woo!
Written by Brian Ford Sullivan and Bo DeMaio, and directed by Emmett Yonemura, who IMDb calls Emmy Yonemura, and who also directed
Maybe it's any of his friends, and IMDb are his friends.
Directed Batman: The Killing Joke back in 2016.
Oh, really? The animated one? That one's actually pretty good.
I didn't like that one.
Well, yeah, they added some
up to the actual Killing Joke part. It was trash.
They did add a lot of shit that wasn't really necessary.
Yeah, like the Batgirl, Batman, sex on the rooftop.
Yeah, actually, wait, I'm forgetting. Yes, never mind. That one wasn't as good as others.
If they had cut all that out and just left the whole Killing Joke part, I would have actually given it high praise. But
it's only a very short book though, so they kind of had to add some stuff in. But I feel like there's enough stuff there they could have added some stuff in without all that. I don't think you need to like force a more of a relationship with Batman and Batman. Anyway, I digress.
Yeah, you know, before we get anywhere,
Previously on X-Men.
you had something to say.
Oh, yeah, it's something I meant to mention as next point last week, and I totally forgot about it, even at the picture save and everything. And then was this little Easter egg, which is in the last episode we saw Val Cooper's pet cat.
The Avatar cat.
Mystique.
It's an Avatar cat.
Striking resemblance to the cat that Mystique was disguised as for a good portion of X-Men Evolution, which many are guessing is an Easter egg towards Mystique's involvement with Val. Either I don't know if her powers are closer into the comics than in that show, because in that show she becomes animals and birds and all kinds of crazy shit. But I believe it's a subtle nod to the fact Val is Mystique, which I've been believing for a while now.
Well, as I said to Hanif before we started, if Val is Mystique, then Mystique's long game is crazy, and her like goal at the end of this long game better be something else. Because like
I mean,
all the shit she's been doing and saying to Xavier, and like it's crazy. Like
we have been seeing her
Mystique
referenced
actions.
a lot this season. She
But
like
Mystique-
they have a few flashbacks with Apocalypse where we see her with them.
But
Plus,
Mystique's game has always been like destabilize like infrastructures and governments and those type of things, infiltrate and like just cause all types of like chaos and shit. And I mean, and the fact that two of her kids are on Xavier's team, she probably feels some type of way, so she's probably making it kind of personal.
yeah, and also her other kid is in this episode too.
Yeah.
So
these two brothers.
Yes, Graydon.
Yes,
Creed.
I have a Graydon Creed toy.
Like, what the hell is Graydon Creed going to do as a hero clip? He's a dude, man.
He like he can make sentinels.
Yeah, cool.
And call in other like friends of humanity goons.
That we all should probably bear in mind that might lead towards more Val, more theories towards Mystique's pulling of the strings, as it were, in the show. I mean, before she was working for Apocalypse, right? Like that's what was going on in last time she was around on the show. So, maybe she's still working for Apocalypse, but
I thought for a second I thought Creed might have been Mystique as under disguise.
That would have been interesting.
Because I'm still trying to
Apocalypse.
I'm still trying to figure out how the hell Creed got away from Sabretooth, because the last time we saw Creed, he was getting parachuted right on his doorstep. And I don't think Sabretooth is that. I don't think Sabretooth is that careless that he just lets Creed go.
He likes to play with his food.
Yeah.
And he mentioned in episode 5 when he was like, I should have killed the mistake when I had the chance.
Yeah,
that's true.
Well, we're probably never going to get a whole issue of a comic book that's going to explain that. But he got away at some point, obviously.
Okay.
I don't remember having that scar on his face last time, though, did he? So maybe that came from that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, that's that. But it's just the whole like, how did you get out?
Well, maybe it's like in a Colossus in maybe it's like the Cyclops in the Odyssey. Maybe it was he fell asleep situation.
So,
Hanif, your boy
Yeah.
is back in this episode.
I am so happy about it. And when I get to the X points, I'm going off.
All right.
Voiced by the original.
Because Hanif's a Colossus fan, and
I am a Colossus and Nightcrawler stan. And if you put a spotlight,
It's a great episode for you.
Yeah.
Fire. If I could give this episode 20, I would. But since I'm confined to you guys' rules of grading, I guess I'll have to.
Yeah, because we invented the idea of grading something with a numerical scale from 1 to 10.
I believe I've given.
I'm on your platform, and I have to confide. I have to confide in your rules.
That's right. Yes, you do, sir. Davin doesn't even stick to them, so it doesn't matter. Nothing matters.
I make them to break.
Yeah, left is right. Cats and dogs getting along. It's mass hysteria.
Yes.
All right. Want to get into this, Dev? Dev boy?
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right. So, actually, just a fun point. Also, Robert Cate returning as the voice of Colossus.
That was probably going to be an X point, wasn't it?
Oh,
it was going to be an X point.
No.
A lot of them. There's a lot you can talk
about. But it had to be because he sounds precise.
He sounds exactly like he did in the old cartoon.
Like,
even
when they dropped the sneak peek of the scene when they were they were running up on Creed, I was like, that voice sounds strangely familiar to the old one.
Well, the funny to me is like the old one's kind of goofy, and I figure since everything's got a little more serious on this show, he may not have such a goofy bend to him, but he still kind of does.
It's definitely his voice is definitely like a higher pitch out of all the Colossus voices I've heard, because usually it's a
deeper one.
He's got deep. Tovares.
It's a little more cartoony of a Russian accent. It's more like something from buff like Rocky and Bullwinkle than it is from like a serious Russian thing. But I still kind of like it. I don't know, it's endearing, especially given what they do in this episode. I think it's it shows them a pretty impressive range to do with that accent. So
yeah.
All right, well, let's get into it.
Yeah.
It's been solved. Doug Simpson 3292 says Creed distracted Sabretooth by throwing a ball of catnip.
Which Creed carried on him at all times for emergencies.
He took some leftover string and made a ball of yarn.
Right.
He said, check catch. He's like,
He is Sabretooth's son.
Oh no, he had a giant cardboard box.
Yes, true.
He was like
laser pen.
Sabretooth could have been more he is a son, and we have established he's not totally without heart of some kind. So who knows?
Yeah. I mean, his son is the kind of that he hates, is the kind of person he would like he still in his mind would want to like make him stronger and more like him. You know what I mean?
Maybe he's still trying
with creating Creed. Yeah, exactly.
Although you'd think seeing what he's achieved would, like with a disturbed character like Sabretooth, would give him some kind of joy, pride in a way, even though he's against mutants. Sabretooth never seemed to really care too much about the mutant-human war. It's mostly.
And I wonder how long his election would go if the public actually knew that he was the son of two mutants.
Those two mutants of all
mutants.
I don't know
how could a country ever elect such a person?
I don't know how much on a global scale those two are known.
I think Sabretooth is pretty well known. He's been on the news several times.
He had like a cabin out in the woods that the government knew where he was, and nobody went to get him. They just let him like stay out there. Like obviously they didn't care.
It's that whole. Well, he's probably in Canada and the whole like laws and
shit.
shit.
A ship there to throw his son at him from a helicopter, and they can't go in and take him out if they wanted to or capture him.
They probably don't care. They probably don't care that much, or they're not like pressed, or maybe they're just scared as shit because like there's certain mutants they
cared enough to throw Graydon Creed at him. So I don't know. It just seems weird.
Well, yeah, I'll throw a piece of meat at a lion from a distance if he's in a cage.
Are you gonna fly across country to do it?
Possibly.
Okay.
Hey, get him away from us.
So we get some references to in the past episode to create. Are you gonna play your message? Is going to interrupt me, Devin, or is there something about last episode?
This is a recap.
Yeah, but on the previously on portion, you always cut me off at the end of the last episode, which usually has nothing to do with this episode.
Oh, I haven't been doing that for X-Men 97.
Oh, I've been happier lately, and I haven't known why. That must be it.
Well, there you go.
So, we see a few references to
worry.
like Sabretooth mentioning not killing Graydon Creed. The X-Core, the X-Factor saying how they are going to, the Xavier better watch himself. We
better watch it, Xavier.
Their title card. Then we see I like how they throw in stuff that's kind of relevant to the past of this episode. Like we get this clip, this little
that was from the Time Fugitives two-parter, which is one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah.
You dare claim dominion over me?
So when he says, "I'm as much above you as you are, I'm as much above mutants as
they are above you."
Yeah,
and that's when he like mopped the floor with everybody.
Great line. So then we get the flashback to the attack on Genosha.
Oh, too soon.
Was it though? It was like 2 years ago.
We see Bruce Wayne.
No, I mean it's.
You said Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, doesn't he look like
he does look like Bruce Wayne.
Doesn't he look like him?
That's seriously every Bruce Wayne model.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Like
yeah, no one, and he's cut like glass. And look at the shape of him. They're like, no way, he's Batman.
Yeah,
he's only the only guy in Gotham that can afford all the gadgets. Plus, he looks like he's carved out of marble. He
bankrupted a couple tailor shops to make that suit because he's big as shit.
But he acts like an idiot, so he must be dummy.
He's not an idiot. He's not an idiot. He's just naive to certain cultures.
No, I mean Batman always acts like an idiot. Like he's always like, but anything. I'm just a stupid billionaire Bruce Wayne. So anyway, we see obviously during the destruction, Colossus is doing his best to try to mitigate the damage, but unfortunately his sister pays the price. Not for anything he did, but just for the being there. And
can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Why is she wearing an X-Men uniform? When did she become an X-Men or train with the X-Men? Or
what we're finding out in this series is tons of people have gone through that school, and then when they bring them up, like Lorna, and like
Lorna, we knew because
Bobby,
that fact was established back in the old series. But Magic,
Warren, like they've shown.
This is more like her New Mutants costume, is it not?
Yeah, but who's running the New Mutants? When did that happen?
Well, we didn't even know that happened. She just could have been like on or like a wannabe X-Men or something, or a training.
No, they definitely like, but I think the series has shown us there was quite a bit of time between.
Yeah, there was. So like
of the X-Men to like where
she was like Peter. Peter came by and dropped his sister off. Was like, yo, can you like mode my sister?
Well, she was just a little kid when she was shown on the cartoon before, right?
She wasn't a little kid, but I think she was old enough because she, was able to walk and run and talk and stuff like that.
But this happens to Leona in the comics too, where she gets aged up and then she gets returned to being a kid again. So this could just.
Well,
again, when did all this happen?
That's what I tell him, and he's like, "Well, it's he makes up things like sheer technology and other stuff. Like, he doesn't."
You guys pretend like the only thing that happens in this world that we're watching is the stuff that we see.
No, but if it does, they have.
But this is a really big thing. Like,
yeah, if it does, they have to explain it. Like, you can't just be like, "Oh, that happened somewhere off panel," and never reference it. Like, for good writing, you have to somewhat explain it.
So, if you think the only students in this school are the students they show in that one shot?
I didn't care about the costume.
That's what it's looking like.
I didn't care about the costume. It could have just been she was inspired by her brother to dress like him, sort of. I don't know.
But his brother was never an X-Men either.
Well, I know.
No.
Yeah. I'm guessing same as like when the show started, Bishop was like kind of already an X-Man, even though we never really saw that happen. So
they kind of
all the people Morph turns into. There's
they kind of explained Bishop in the prequel comics. They said I guess something happened with his time band and he got stuck in the present. That's why Beast was working on it in the first couple of episodes.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
So he was kind of like chilling in the present for a while. In the prequel, he was actually there at Scott and Jean's baby announcement.
Yeah.
So he was. Sorry,
Alpha Flight.
Sorry, Scott and Maddie.
My bad. But he never met them.
You don't know why he dressed this way. We'll have to read a backup comic somewhere to explain it, I guess. Anyway.
Ooh, what would be dope is
but remember, we did meet Cannonball, so they could have brought Cannonball and some of those younger kids together afterwards because we did meet Cannonball.
I think what would be dope is once this season wraps, like during the downtime, they drop like little like mini shorts or little like.
There actually is a Marvel. I was reading some of it already. A Marvel Unlimited exclusive comic that sort of carries on some of the stories and shows where they go.
Oh, okay.
Like, there's one I just read that shows after the X-Men go back to the future or past, what happens to Cable and Ascani all the way up to him becoming an adult, basically, and a soldier. So
yeah,
Ascani getting killed and revealing.
Yeah, people need to. I think people owe Bishop an apology because everybody's like, Bishop, you lost the baby, and I was like, I don't think it was on accident. I think it was on purpose.
Yeah, they didn't explain that in there, but
what up?
They did show like the whole thing that happened beyond, like with him being with Ascani forever, her revealing that she's like who she is to him, and then her getting killed by someone in the future, and then him becoming like getting bigger with the longer hair, getting older, and then eventually being the soldier we see him as. So, they kind of fill in a few gaps of that series, which is kind of interesting. But it's like a Marvel Unlimited exclusive, so we have the app, you can read it.
I hope we'll get like younger Rachel in future seasons.
Yeah, we may. Probably will.
I like that.
Excalibur.
So we see that
Kitty first. We still need Kitty Pryde. She's the biggest missing piece out of this whole thing so far.
Yeah, Kitty being absent from the show is kind of criminal.
We did see her picture in the.
We did see her, on the board, but we haven't actually seen her.
We have at least probably.
She was in the Excalibur outfit.
We have at least 4 or 5 seasons to go with this, I'm sure. At least three more. Yeah. So we got lots of room for it, hopefully. So I'd like to see some spinoffs, as I mentioned before, too. Why not? Anywho.
Yeah, let's get the BiPolar spinoff. It'll just be called BiPolar.
What?
Bishop and Polaris, that's the nickname they're giving them, BiPolar. Because they're making cute little mint chocolate chip
they're
babies.
A great couple. Yeah, they're making their mint chocolate chip baby.
Yeah, I'm down for that. So we see Graydon Creed is now running for basically so Colossus lost to Ileana, who was killed by the Mecha Sentinel in
That shriek was terrifying.
We see Creed at what is meant to represent, I'm guessing, a very thinly veiled modern day Trump rally.
MAGA.
Yeah.
The dude with the red hat was like the biggest seller.
With
Not on your watch.
The Friends of Humanity, hats kind of filling in for the.
I swear they changed Graydon.
They modeled those after some of those people who they look like those guys who sit in the front seats of their car and make those hot take videos about whatever.
A lot of stuff about protein.
The pussy liberal agenda, whatever, blah blah blah.
Yeah, the Alex Jones subscribers. So we see Creed is rallying up the crowd and announcing that he is running for president.
Ew.
Before he is interrupted by this group of the acolytes.
Carmella.
For some reason, Random is with them, but he's not wearing the costume. He's like, I don't know.
Random.
What's her name? Carmella Unushone?
She's Unis the Untouchable's daughter.
Oh.
It's even like hilarious because Random is randomly here and not dressed like them. He's kind of random that Random's with them, but hey.
Senyaka with his cool energy whips.
Yeah, that guy I always thought was kind of interesting.
Yeah. He looks more like a G.I. Joe character or something.
Yeah, he kind of looked like what was his name? There's like a guy who was like a rat dude. He had like rat hands and stuff in a cartoon in the 80s.
Yeah, Gargoyle. Frenzy was putting the paws on some security guards.
Frenzy.
So anyway, we revealed that Colossus is amongst their number. And they take and Exodus is leading them.
There we go.
They kidnap Graydon Creed and have Escon with him.
Escon. Good word.
We find out from the news that Creed has been taken and that
And Scott and Gene are just chilling at the bar. Like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Exodus has an ultimatum that they will kill Creed if X Factor doesn't release the mutants that they are keeping. This seems like a lot of change for a dude with no powers.
Yeah, you can't trust him.
Gotta play it. Gotta keep all
your.
your.
So
it's also more uncomfortable for him.
There's a who's who of old characters around here too. You see,
Was it Anne Marie Cortez, Byron Calley? I guess his name is Burner.
Burner there.
His name? Gilgamesh.
There. There's the Kleinstocks back there, probably. Delgado's the big guy.
I think that's Skids or Rusty.
No.
In the back, right there.
What?
Yeah,
Rusty and Skids join the Acolytes.
Yeah, that was in the first prequel comic for season 2 because they got captured by X Factor and then the Acolytes broke them out.
That's right.
So we see
we haven't seen them in the uniform though.
Senator Kelly and
it was like the Morlocks were there too, right?
Quite a shift could be maybe Senator Kelly is Mystique. Dun, dun, dun. That'd be interesting.
It wouldn't be the first time.
No, it wouldn't.
Didn't Mother Ascani say she pulled them through time?
Yeah. So I would assume she pulled Nathan as well. Indeed.
That's what I was saying. That's why I was like, Bishop got. Yes, we know.
Oh, look! Losing a baby isn't great, Hanif. It doesn't leave a good impression.
Yeah, you're right, eccentric director. So it looks like we got Goro is captured here.
That's barbarous.
I know, I'm kidding. Jesus Christ.
Barbarous.
Rogue for a split second.
Forearms a guy, though, too.
Look at this photo. They just got this photo, Graydon Creed. We got a good one.
I love how
he used to wear a red tie. Now,
I was going to say that the yellow tie might definitely be a Trump nod, but I also wanted to say the no scar here either, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Sabretooth gives him that after they drop him
off. So you didn't get away unscathed.
No. And I think that's what
I know Davin disagrees. I love these X-Corp costumes. I think they're cool as fuck.
Some characters look better in them than others. I like them for like a tiny bit of time.
I don't understand why Rogue has open arms or revealing
crazy.
Like her and Polaris need to switch. Someone said that online. They need to switch outfits because you are literally walking around with your bare arms exposed. Like you're not just gonna just bump into somebody.
So
unbelievable.
I think Bishop's costume was kind of cool too, actually. But,
hold on. Yeah, play that. Please play that.
Oh yeah, no, she doesn't. I can't. We'll get in trouble. Devin yells at me if I play clips too long.
They say Graydon Creed deserves as much sympathy as a hungry crocodile at a children's petting zoo.
I only yell at you if Disney yells at me.
Have they ever yelled at you? Have you ever got a letter from them? Well, then shut up.
No, well, no, I've gotten strikes for like other things that we've clipped.
Do they even know you exist?
I don't think they do.
I don't know. Not Disney, maybe. Sometimes I
Bob Iger does for God for his ignorance. So anyway, yeah, we see.
There are times when we'll say things and certain things happen, but that's just paranoia.
So Nightcrawler is a bit conflicted because Graydon Creed is his brother, and as
that's a good point, Kevin Riley. Disney finds everyone.
Rogue, of course, feels less connected to him because of his anti-mutant ways, but Nightcrawler, being the religious sort and altruistic type, obviously feels that everyone deserves a second chance. And
speaking of religious sorts, I love the little detail on his outfit with the little like priest's collar.
Yeah, I love. Like I said, Nightcrawler never had one of those Frank Whiteley designs. Neither did Rogue. Neither did Bishop, and I think all their designs look really cool.
Yeah,
so like what they've run with it and did some cool stuff with it. So
I'm fine with these for a short time, but they need to go back to their own individual.
They will at some point.
Yeah.
Shout out to Amelia Vidal.
The joy of this is that they're gonna they kept Wolverine in the brown costume too, right? The joy of this is that they're kind of gonna play around with a bunch of different stuff for a while. Mm-hmm. So we see Xavier getting basically an ultimatum from X Factor that that if this stuff isn't dealt with, they're going to be in trouble.
Val doesn't mind taunting the most powerful telepath.
It's like we don't like X-Corps being around, and like they can't just go to another country and act like and become like a police force. And then she's also like, "Hey, we need your help. If you guys want to help us out, get Graydon Creed back, great." So it's like, fuck you guys.
It kind of speaks to like once again the American like arrogance that they think they police everybody in the world.
Yeah.
And like you're trying to tell somebody who clearly moved overseas like what to do or how to move, and also they're going to a place that's outside their jurisdiction anyway.
Yeah,
that's what pissed them off. They like having jurisdiction over everything.
Evan, what are you doing with Mystique in your house?
Are you Mystique?
Okay, so I gotta point this out real quick. This is the second shot that Rogue's kicking her feet up.
She got a lot of load to take off.
She's chilling. She's just chilling.
Take off.
It's her attitude. She's got that southern sass.
Also, it's funny when they when they talked about not having certain characters in X-Men movies like Beast and stuff, like way back when, because they didn't want too many blue people around. When you see like artwork for like the Doomsday with like Mystique and Beast and Nightcrawler all together, like that's a lot of blue people together. They had
all three of them in what was it, Dark Phoenix?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So, but they never went into the.
That was a Guardians of the Galaxy thing, why they changed Drax gray. They didn't want too many green people.
So basically, as they get towards the Savage Land, they're getting hit with waves of radiation. They believe it's the same radiation from the high evolutionary towers they found in the past, or the Sinister towers that were in the past.
It was from the Sinister. It was from the Citadel that Sinister took over.
Yeah. So where he would negate, the powers of mutants, and they start working at the time, which disrupts. Then they're hit with a bunch of crazy Savage Land birds that run them off course and. Engines blow and they get sucked out of the plane. We do see
pterodactyls or something.
Yeah, it was some kind of weird bird thing.
They got shut down with a missile.
Oh wait, is that what happened?
Yeah, because she said surface to air missiles.
Right. Yes. Right. Yes, that's right.
No, the birds were in the Wolverine episode.
Right, crazy birds.
Rude birds.
Sorry, there's a lot of plane crashes happening in congruent episodes here. So
there are pterodactyls later in this episode.
They get hit with missiles.
There's three things that are certain in comic book history. Bruce Wayne's parents die, Uncle Ben gets killed, and the X-Men lose another jet.
That's right.
And the X-Men ride pterodactyls is what I thought you were going to say.
So when a whole bus out of the ship, Bishop gets stuck out, and Polaris goes after him.
That sequence right there was
badass. as hell. She is such a badass.
I feel like I saw that in some movie where somebody jumped out of a plane, caught him, and then hit the parachute last minute.
Oh, I'm sure it's in a bunch of action movies. I feel like
but I can't think of which one. But she jumped out of there with no fear in her heart. Good her.
Can't she fly?
She doesn't want to go back to being BiPolar again.
No, but she can fly, can't she?
She just have powers.
Right.
Nobody has any powers, so that's why she's
such a badass.
But she's also
it wouldn't be a problem teleporting.
But she's probably military trained, thanks to her time with X Factor, so she probably knows what happens.
Oh, you're right. It was Point Break.
I knew it was somebody jumped out of a plane. I was like, okay, it was like either Point Break or it was Speed or something with Keanu Reeves.
That blew my mind.
Another movie with Break, so maybe it was that one. Anyway.
How many Blackbirds did they gone through? And
I think by this point 6.
Cyclops
has destroyed at least 3 by himself.
We get a little moment of romantic tension between Bishop and
BiPolar.
Havoc could never. Iceman could never.
We see that Bishop absorbed a lot of energy before the stuff took in the powers. He's absorbing it, but he can't expel it because of the tower. So if he doesn't get to it soon, he'll explode.
That's a crazy detail. I didn't know that about this.
Yeah, it's like a battery.
Oh my.
So anyway, Colossus comes, takes him out of the rubble. Basically wants him to leave, but Nightcrawler, realizing that Creed's half-brother says that he wants to see their home and see how they're doing things here, to basically get into, so Colossus brings them back so they can see how things
What's your boy doing there, Hanif?
It's like mini Genosha.
He's with the Acolytes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's grieving.
Yeah.
He shows them the shrine they built for all the dead mutants from Genosha. We see Magneto's there, and
you see Squid Boy in the back.
Squid Boy.
You see Madeline.
Yeah.
Oh, you do see Maddie, huh? Poor
see Squid. I get a good beat on this without Davin getting mad at me.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, they don't show a whole lot of other ones, but there's some there. So, is it showed here?
Very good.
There's the shot. She's
Marrow.
So small. Oh yeah, Marrow is there. What about Banshee? Is there a Banshee there?
See the stick?
Oh yeah, there's.
That might be Banshee there. It's got red hair.
Cool. Very sad. Very sad.
And it's also that's the same library that Gambit or that Magneto and Rogue were in.
Oh yeah. They're not in Genosha though. This is in the Savage Land.
No, he was in the Savage Land.
Back in the day.
Oh right. Yes. Okay. That's okay. That you meant back when last season.
No, because Rogue was telling Gambit about their affair, and she was doing all the flashbacks and shit.
So Exodus basically is explaining that Creed is a monster and that he did a lot of terrible things to mutants and should die.
Freaking bigot!
Nightcrawler is obviously believes that there's goodness in everyone and that he doesn't deserve an execution, but a fair trial. He says that he wants them to give Creed a fair trial. His only ask
tried by mutants is what he's.
Yes, his only ask is that Colossus be the judge.
The most honorable guy he knows.
It's almost a war for Colossus' soul in this episode, which I find very interesting, especially with how it ends, which I really like because the show does have a lot of interesting and varied themes about what's good, what's bad, who can change, and things like that. And they do a really good job of showing you it all from a lot of different sides, and how people can choose to go one way when horrible things happen, and some can choose to go another, and which way's the better one. The path of that, which is very much just the Magneto's Xavier story again and again, which is like the extreme one way, the extreme the other.
That's what they say. They say like basically the X-Men story is all about two guys who made their problems everybody else's problems.
Kind But not necessarily. I mean, if it wasn't for either of those two, the world would still have problems. The humans still have problems with mutants, and there'd still be issues.
Yeah, but I don't think there would have been like a definitive side.
I think there would have
I think Xavier and Magneto drew their lines in the sand, and that's what caused like a lot of
being Graydon Creed and those guys would have been the ones that would just stepped into the villain role, because they would have got their way and probably had mutants in internment camps, and then we're back to where it's going. Anyway, so we see Bishop and Polaris working their way there to get to their friends. We see the trial beginning. Ooh, that yellow person I recognize. Who's that?
Tempo.
You see Amelia.
Tempo's cool, actually. Tempo can like slow
Amelia.
down time.
Xavier's old girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah, Amelia.
I don't understand why she's with them, because I thought she gave that shit up.
Obviously, seeing Genosha get destroyed by humans is probably enough to bring her back.
Who's this Scarlet Witch looking dude?
Yeah,
Hold on. I got all the name. I found all the list of all the people that were.
So did I.
They didn't make a hero click of that Scarlet Witch looking dude. I'll tell you that much.
Let's see. Garrock?
Maybe that's it.
No, that's Vindaloo.
Oh, that's Vindaloo. Okay.
It is Vindaloo. Remember, Devin? Play the clip. You have the clip for Vindaloo.
Okay, I'm gonna play. That's not Vindaloo, the same guy.
It is the same guy. That's Vindaloo.
That's Vindaloo.
That was Vindaloo in X-Men Evolution.
I secrete sticky goop from my hands. Need some sticky goop?
That's Sticky Goop guy.
Yeah, this is probably closer to what he's like in the comics and what they did with him in X-Men Evolution.
Oh my god.
You mean Wolverine and the X-Men?
Yeah, Wolverine and the X-Men.
Was it Wolverine and the X-Men that he was?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Sticky Goop is from Wolverine and the X-Men.
Sticky Goop.
That showed that you didn't. That showed that you guys didn't finish because 97 came back.
Yeah, well, we will go back to it.
We will. We are on episode 7 of that. We'll be back, and we're on episode 7 of this.
Good numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And there's 7 people watching this show right now live.
Really
nice.
You got to pump those numbers, those rookie numbers.
And then what was it? Gargoyle. That was Gargoyle in the back.
Yeah.
Who's this guy? The green guy?
Oh shoot! Hold on. I got all the names listed here.
Barnacle?
No, not Barnacle.
Barnacle.
It was
Mellencamp.
Mellencamp.
John
Mellencamp?
Not to be confused with John Mellencamp.
John Cougar?
His name is Mellencamp.
John Cougar Mellencamp?
The White House. Yeah, that's him. According to this wiki. Seamus Mellencamp.
Seamus Mellencamp is that demon-looking thing.
Yep.
Okay.
So basically, we have two sides.
No, that's Barnacle.
That's a Barnacle.
He looks like a walking STD.
That is Rusty. Damn.
Yeah, we got all kinds of cool Easter eggs and mutants here. Man, Random looks like such a 90s designed mutant. It's so funny. The barbed wire around his arm and everything. It's like,
we might talk about Random in the episode.
Barbed wire around his arm. Yeah, Rusty Collins. He's listed here, and Skids are both listed as being in the episode.
Yep. And there's you got Anna Marie Cortez. That's Fabian Cortez's sister.
How can you even call this team the Acolytes without Fabian Cortez here?
Fabian Cortez is the reason why Apocalypse is still alive.
Yeah. He was sacrificed.
Fabian Cortez.
He was used as a sacrificial lamb. Bitch.
He was so great in that one episode, though.
So, there's a few more seen there.
Oh, that's Gambit's homie Byron.
Yeah.
And Skids.
Who's this? I recognize her from the comics. I don't remember her name.
Hold on 1 second. Give me 2 seconds. Scanner.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Scanner. They made a hero click of her.
Sarah Riel.
And what's that guy right there yelling in that picture?
Freaking bigot!
Yeah.
Yep.
So
that made me laugh my ass off. Holy crap! I actually had to rewind it And make sure that's what I heard. I'm like, did they just yell friggin' bigot? And they sure did.
It's very Canadian. You friggin' bigot.
Yeah, no, that's why it made me laugh so much.
Take off your hoser. So he goes, take off your hoser. So anyway, basically Exodus, for as an eloquent ancient mutant as he is, which isn't really stated in this show. So whether he is from Parisian times or whatever, who knows? But he
says things that would make you believe that he definitely is. Like he calls this his crusade. And he fought in the Crusades in the comics and stuff. So, like,
well, yeah,
they definitely nod to that he's very old.
But he says, you know, his argument is very eloquent. It's like, this guy's a bigot. We should kill him. That's kind of it in a bare bones way. And then,
he's no Magneto.
Been responsible for a lot of mutants' deaths and blah, blah, blah. And then Nightcrawler questions him further on why he is the way he is, and basically learns that, you know, as a son of Sabretooth, he
is the worst father ever.
Mystique abandoned him, and Sabretooth tried to raise him to be like him, and he basically was tortured by Sabretooth his whole childhood, hoping that he would come of age and eventually get his powers so that he could keep up with his dad and finally become what he wanted him to be. But that never happened. So, you know, obviously he has a lot of complex anger related to all that stuff.
Like some mommy and daddy.
His mutant hate is way different, and that's what Nightcrawler tries to say to him, because most people like hate mutants because they're like, you know, just friggin' bigots. But
they hate mutants because something happened, like either they were killed.
He wants to be one. He hates mutants because he wants to be one, and he wasn't one. Whereas most of the anti-mutant people would never want to be a mutant because they think it's like abhorrent or something. But like, he wants to be a mutant, so that's what he hates about them, that he's not one. Nightcrawler says that. He's just like, you were made to feel less because you were human, and that's what you're angry about.
Yeah. And this is such a great shot.
Yeah, I'm glad they had their evidence and their reference points on hand for the trial.
They sure did.
I got a picture of Sabretooth in a hologram.
So Colossus does seem to understand somewhat, but when given his, he says, like, you know, does he not just, like, obviously he's a tortured human who has had a lot of trauma because of his upbringing that's made him who he is that, you know, not worthy of some grace. And when Colossus is about to give his verdict, sensing, I guess, what the verdict would be, Exodus attacks him, saying that he's a traitor to mutants, and then a big battle ensues.
I have a next point.
Bit of a Danny Brooke.
And between everyone, when Colossus joins the X-Men, Bishop and Polaris show up. The fight continues.
Power riding on pterodactyls like badasses.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're a wicked team. Between Exodus and Nightcrawler as well.
It's the team I didn't know I wanted, like the duo I didn't know I wanted, but I love now that it's here.
What, Colossus and Nightcrawler?
No, BiPolar.
Oh. Did you see the part where freaking Rogue punches Delgado and then Beast jumps on him and they have the bouncy sound? Boing.
Boing.
Great moment.
Yeah, uncut. Look at this here. Polaris.
So clamoring for his 15
minutes of faith.
Yeah, exactly.
Polaris, when she tries to get Creed with this sword, it's definitely gonna like stab Nightcrawler to stab Creed. Like this one, she just sends this sword flying, and that's why he has to teleport them out of there, because Polaris was about to murder Nightcrawler and Creed with the same sword. So Polaris needs to calm down. No, she doesn't, and that's why she got kicked off of X Factor.
Well, X Factor was playing by a certain set of rules, and let's keep it a buck. They're not trying to stop human threats. I think they're trying to like contain them.
Yeah.
Because if Valerie wanted to help mutants as much as she claims to do, I think she would understand why a mutant on her team would fly off the handle when they
throw it at people.
Yeah.
So Nightcrawler, Bishop, and Polaris destroy the tower that's stopping their powers. So the powers reactivate in the big old powered battle.
With pterodactyls.
Great fun. I love Nightcrawler's upscaleness design in this show. It's so good.
Oh yeah, Amazing.
But he basically beats Exodus in a sword fight, forcing him to yield. And as he's about to do so, he's shot from behind. And
They
killed.
never expect the tail. The teleporting wasn't working on Exodus because he could do it too.
So he had to outwit him.
Yeah.
But he managed to do so and force him to yield.
My faith will keep.
But he says, my faith will keep me strong. And then he's shot in the back by Graydon Creed, who kills him, you know, and
they do kill a lot of people in this show, Eccentric Collector, but I do not believe a single gunshot can kill Exodus. So I don't believe Exodus is dead.
It's not just it's not like they're killing just random people. They're killing Omega level mutants.
Yeah, they're killing big.
That's the thing that's throwing me off.
Yeah.
Well, I know I'm amongst the guy to say this, and I know you guys are going to get mad at me about that. In this show, he's not established as an Omega level mutant. He's not even established as an immortal. He's just established as a guy that was the sidekick to Magneto for a while. That's all we know about him. So he might not be the superpowered Omega level dude in this. He has powers, and obviously he's stronger than the average Joe. But I think in order for them to advance the story they want to tell, they had to depower him a little. So I don't think he's the same Exodus as the comics. But that's my opinion. So, this episode is excellent, I have to say, because what happens next is really, really good. I love narratives that really play with faith and people's commitment to it.
The way they're doing Nightcrawler's faith in this has been so good.
Yeah,
he's just grabbing onto the best parts of it. Like
Creed takes a Nightcrawler hostage and demands him teleport them out of there. So he does. Then they're gone. We see
there's the sword. Yeah, like so she was going to kill them both, and we need to talk about that later, Polaris. Trying to stab Nightcrawler is not cool.
I think maybe she was aiming for the gun.
Also, couldn't she have just taken the gun out of his hand? It's made of metal.
Yeah, she didn't need to fly a sword at Nightcrawler.
Anyway,
we'll watch that later. Look where that sword is going. It's going right into Nightcrawler's chest before he teleports.
Well, maybe she knows he can teleport out of the way. She's assuming he'll teleport away.
Then what's the point of throwing it? He was going to teleport away and leave Creed. That's what she was thinking.
Yeah, and then she would kill him with a sword, but then he saved both of them by taking them out of there, which is his agenda, regardless of how horrible Creed is. But then we get this wonderful scene where they teleport to the Arctic, and Nightcrawler starts strangling him because he has proven that even though he had a glimmer of hope before,
Antarctic,
he went back to. That's important, Davin. Thank you. Anyway, for interrupting me to state it. So Nightcrawler starts strangling with his tail, and basically says like, what purpose is it to let you live? You know, you're a monster, and you prove time and time again.
Yeah, is that worse? He's just like,
is that worse? If I don't let you live, then it's just kill you here. And he really struggles with his faith after a man who just killed someone else in cold blood as well. But then decides that it's not his decision to make; it's in God's hands, and leaves him there. Which is kind of like it reminds me of when Batman Begins. Like they state later that he didn't die in the Antarctic, but in the it's like when Batman Begins, when he's like on the train with Ra's al Ghul, and he's like, I'm not a murderer, but I don't gotta save you. And he just like jumps out the window and walks away and lets the train go off the bridge and then kill him. Like, and it's like in the earlier when he was like in the League of Shadows castle, and then he's like, he refused to kill that farmer, but he basically blows up the whole castle and probably inadvertently kills several ninjas on the way out, like to the explosions and all the damage and stuff.
It actually reminds me of a thing Magic does. Like when they killed Doug Ramsey, she tracks down the person who shot him, and she's going to kill him with his own gun. And then Rain stops her from doing it. So she just teleports the guy to Limbo to be eaten by demons.
Yeah. Even better.
Like, okay, Rain, you're right. I won't kill him. That just kills him anyway. Like,
I mean, his murder by
freeze in the Antarctic.
It's, you know, if you watch someone choke to death, then you know, like Breaking Bad did a fairly famous part where you could save someone, but it's easier for your life if you don't. If you stand by and let them die, even though it's not technically your fault, but you can do something to stop it. Are you better?
Somebody's gonna save him, Val or someone.
Well, we know that happens, but Nightcrawler leaves him behind. Then we see very conveniently Val explaining that they found him in the Antarctic, wandering around. Another.
I would love to see the person that saves him be Sabretooth. Sabretooth just comes walking up to him in the Antarctic with knee shit. Knee shit.
Meet again.
Yeah.
Wanders at the cabin. Like Nightcrawler drops him off outside of Sabretooth's cabin in the Arctic.
Oh, that would have been worse than the Antarctic.
Also, can Nightcrawler teleport all the way across the planet?
No, he's already in the Antarctic.
Apparently, he can, as long as he can see it in his mind, he can. That's where he can go.
Okay, so he's been in the Antarctic.
No, it's not that far, but like he's in the Antarctic already because the Savage Land is in the Antarctic. He probably teleported like 3 kilometers outside.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably they're probably still in the Savage Land. They just took him to the snowy part of it.
Yeah, he just took him out into the Antarctic. There's just like this bubble of tropical weather in the middle of the Antarctic in the Marvel universe, and that's the Savage Land.
Sure,
but it's not very big.
Whatever you say. So then we see
what I say. It's the Kree. It's the who was it that put it there? The Kree. Talk to the Kree.
I don't know if that was established in the show either, but it just kind of always seems to have been there.
You just said it was alien technology left behind.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah,
cool.
So we see Xavier getting an ultimatum by not an ultimatum, basically a warning,
a threat
to take his school and his corp.
Yeah.
So she's basically threatening to throw kids on the street again, just so they can arrest them again.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what's Mystique's long game here? If she's Mystique, makes no sense. Makes no sense.
We have a nice moment where Colossus is coming back to join the X-Men.
Officially. We've been waiting only 35 years for this.
I hope he's in the intro. I love that thing. Who would it?
He probably will be.
Where it's like they keep adding characters to the intro until like the intro like runs.
That intro is going to be so unbelievably long, and I don't know what they're going to. They're going to have to extend that intro for like at least another 3 minutes. Because I still feel like we're going to get an X Factor intro at some point. Because I mean, if they've introduced Polaris, who's to say they won't forget about Havoc in them?
We have a nice coda here too, where Nightcrawler is going to ask Colossus a question, and Colossus says, "Well, you're going to ask me what I was going to decide," because he never got to say
my verdict.
Yeah, and he says he asked,
"You didn't convince me."
He convinced him, and he says,
"You did not convince me."
But you would have convinced Ileana, he said. And
which made me laugh because I sent a video to Davin, and it was like he said, "Oh, you would have convinced Ileana," but then it's like compilation of all the comics of her wilding out as Dark Child.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, would you would have convinced again?
It's the opposite. Where
once
like,
again, not in this world, not in this continuity.
Yeah,
not in this world yet.
Yeah,
maybe so. Maybe you're going to dying will open up her powers in limbo or in hell or whatever, and she'll come back. Who knows?
Yeah, that was a weird thing to show Exodus. We saw him dancing in Genosha right before this, and then he's leading the Acolyte.
Didn't we see him in the old series briefly too? Wasn't he just like hanging around? He was never shown in the old series.
I don't recall. I don't think so.
All right. Well, that's the end of the. Oh yeah, so
it would have been quite.
That's not quite the end of the episode. We do see.
We have a not so post credit scene.
We see X-Force tracking their way down to where Apocalypse's secret, laboratory was, and then
laboratory. Get out of my laboratory!
They're shocked to find the card, which teases Gambit.
That's a durable ass card because I'm pretty sure that's the same card that he threw in the fire in Genosha.
Cards. You got a new deck of cards.
Those cards are made out of vibranium or something.
One of those ones that turn into the tarot cards. It's still queen. So
here's a theory: Apocalypse killed Apocalypse.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't think Apocalypse is dead. I think they wanted to think that perhaps maybe Gambit as remade as like it seems like to do everything they've done leading up to the end of this season to have Apocalypse be killed by Gambit and then become a villain himself at least for a while.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen a situation where the main villain has like over imbued somebody with powers and then the power was too much and then ended up like killing them instead.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like narratively.
I mean, I don't think Apocalypse got killed by Gambit because that sounds crazy. I think it was just a simple like transfer of essence. Because remember, because this is the apocalypse. I think this is the apocalypse from the future, and he said he was still looking for a body.
Yeah.
Or a host.
Yeah. You might see him in a nice, fancy new body.
Yeah, and then that may be it. He may have transferred to a new body. He's done that before, so
yeah. I feel like the last battle.
That's what I think. I agree with MZ. I think it's Apocalypse who killed Apocalypse, and he ordered Death Gambit to do it. But yeah, that's what I think.
Interesting.
Well, I think Apocalypse, like the past or whatever, the one we saw, looked forward on his future when he saw all that future.
And I think he chose Gambit. I think he chose Gambit on purpose because of that conversation he had with Rogue by the fire.
Well, I think he thought he was a little bit pathetic and not strong enough. So I think Apocalypse think he can do better than Apocalypse did. Like, because now he's seen his future.
Well, it sounds like maybe in the final battle, it's going to be them trying to purge Apocalypse from Gambit's soul or body or whatever.
Yes, eccentric collector. I think we all want Colossus.
Yes, we all want. I've been longing for a Colossus on the team since, like, I don't know, 30 years ago.
But how are you going to have Colossus without Kitty? Right? You need Colossus and Kitty on the team.
Do we?
Yes.
Do we? I mean, he was doing all right. He was doing all right with the gold team without her.
You need Kitty for him to be in the show, but
I don't. Yeah,
you gotta have the Colossus and Kitty. You gotta have it. You gotta have her there in her Excalibur outfit. She can bring Rachel. That'll be fun.
And then Psylocke can reunite with her brother.
Yeah, exactly. See what Brian's up to.
All right, end of episode. Ratings.
All right, end of episode. Ratings. All right.
Each of us will have to look into his own heart and decide.
Yes, we do.
They're all 10s. This one gets a 10 off of Polaris jumping out of that plane alone, but this is an easy 10.
Yeah, that's a good one. Easy 10.
This is a 10 for me because they shine the spotlight on my two favorite X-Men, and I couldn't ask for more.
Oh, I wanted to mention that as well. Like, I like that they're dropping in these character focus episodes, and I'm glad Nightcrawler finally got one.
Yeah, Nightcrawler got one last week. It was Polaris
this whole season, but it's like, has he? He's been around, but he hasn't gotten like proper focus. Now he has. I like that. Yeah, I'm a big Nightcrawler stan myself.
Yeah, great character. 10s all across the board.
We checked our top X Mutants episode we did that time, Andre, and I put Nightcrawler at number 3, so very high.
Vaguely remember doing that.
Yep.
I think my number 1 was
Immortal
Namor.
on your list.
Namor is a Quicksilver.
Quicksilver.
Was Quicksilver? Okay. I do love Quicksilver, who has yet to appear in this show.
He's off world, apparently.
Yeah,
he did appear as Morph.
He was one of X Factor too, right? So
yeah, maybe he left the team because he knew that they were on some bullshit.
Or did we see him in that picture of X Factor with Forge?
Yeah, that was X Factor. That was Forge's X Factor. But maybe he didn't like that one. Maybe he didn't like how Val was doing shit, and he was like, "Peace out."
Could have been. All right, next facts.
X points.
They're all 10s. X points. All right. Well, let me see what I got here. So actually, here's my first X point. So Colossus, in the comics, when he joins the Acolytes, so right at the same time this is happening here in this show, because of a brain injury, he can't turn back to his non-metal form. And funny enough, what we see from Colossus, he's in this big fight in Genosha, so perhaps got brain damage. And in this episode, he never turns away from his metal form. So perhaps he can't, and perhaps that'll become a part of the story.
I feel like they would have shown that happen at some point if
But usually when we see Colossus in almost anything, they show him switch between forms. But even when he's hanging out with Nightcrawler at the end there, he's still in his metal form. Like, why?
I think it could be like ever since Ileana passed, like he doesn't feel the need to be like as his human self.
Or he's scared of, like, you know, obviously wants to be on guard as strong as he can be because of what happened to her.
Yeah.
Well,
scared, but like, you
know. I found it interesting. Remember, Apocalypse told Xavier, the ones you love will be your undoing. I think he was referring to Gambit as well as the others. Oh, yeah, for sure. 10 out of 10 from MZ. Yep. They're all 10s. What can you say? Yeah, that's my theory too, Eccentric Collector. Magneto's definitely going to be a horseman.
Yeah, possible.
Do you guys think Exodus has a good shot at becoming a horseman? Interesting. I didn't think of that. I think it's too late in the game. I think he has his horseman already.
I feel like he achieve what they wanted him to achieve, but
sorry, he missed the tryouts.
Yeah. Yep. All right, to you, Andre. What's your X point?
There's the line Creed says that I don't want to. I'm going to posit this because I truly think that perhaps it did come from this, but who knows? Where they lifted a line from the Chappelle Show. The episode where Dave Chappelle plays a white supremacist who is a black man who's blind.
Tyrone Biggins.
So when he says, "What do you have against black people?" and he goes, "How long you got, buddy?" And Creed says a very similar line where Nightcrawler says, "So why do you hate mutants?" And he says, "How long we got?" So I thought that was it reminded me very much of the Chappelle Show, and I have a sneaking suspicion based on how much DeMaio sneaks pop culture stuff into his show that was probably a direct reference to that, which is quite funny to me.
Could be. Hanif, you got an X point for us? Where's your
Colossus? So Exodus. So for those who don't know, apparently his mutant abilities are enhanced when others around him or he himself have faith in him and his abilities. And I think one of the reasons why he snapped on Colossus is because I think he felt the faith of everybody's faith kind of waning after Nightcrawler's testimony.
Yeah, it's the only thing that explains why he's being so impatient. I mean,
and even like it's funny because
I've seen even Creed was turning around a little bit. So
I think he felt that or sensed that, and that's why he kind of was like going off. And I've heard it's funny because I grew up in church, and I've heard my faith will sustain me, my faith will sustain me. Well, Exodus's faith literally sustains him.
Yes, that is Gladiator's power as well. But no, Gladiator's power is his own self-confidence. Yeah. All right. Back to me then. All right. So if there's a line in this episode that I think would have been better if it had been delivered by Beast, though Nightcrawler did it very well, and that is because it's "You cannot conceive, nor can I, of the appalling strangeness of the mercy of God." Green.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what he should have said. Beast would have said green.
Here's a great moment.
It's from Graham Greene's book, Brighton Rock. So,
he has a great line with Colossus.
Nightcrawler doesn't give credit where credit is due. Isn't that something? He calls himself a hero, but doesn't give references and credit. Anyway, continue on.
In relation to that, Beast has a good line where he says, "But your sister would never want you to join the Acolytes." And Colossus says, "How can you know, Beast? How can any of us know the desires of the dead?" Which is actually a very nice line.
There's a lot of good stuff here. Was that yours, Andre?
No, I mean, I've already kind of done a quote. It's, I know I've talked about this before, but man, it's part of the joy I found in the new Spider-Man movie, and I'm not going to get into that, but just like when we're at a point in our familiarity with everything that we can do things like this, where we just have all these characters show up, we recognize them, we know who they are, we can tell this story with them, we don't need to spend half the episode explaining who everyone is, and we can just like have fun in this shared universe. It's so great. And this episode has a lot of that because we got a lot of references to season 1, we get a lot of references to the old show. all of these random mutants showing up that we've kind of seen, some we haven't, but we recognize. We read the comics. It's just very, very cool. So I really love that. After watching the show for 7 seasons, you get to this point where it's like it's just comfortable and fun now, and you can explore great themes, but not spend half the time just explaining who the people are and why they fit into the theme. So kudos to all involved. The show's great. Very, very good. I'm very much looking forward to watching tomorrow.
All tens. Yep, only 2 more though. It's just the season went way too fast.
Yeah,
these last 2 better be like an hour long because we got to clear some shit up.
1 or 2 of them were just about an hour long though, so I wouldn't be surprised if these last 2 are. All right, so do you?
Up. You're up. Next.
You're up, and Eve.
Oh, yeah. So the verse that Nightcrawler quoted to Creed in the prison was Psalm 103, 10 and 11. He does not treat us as our sins deserve or repay us according to our iniquities. For as high as the heavens above are above the earth, so great is his love for those who fear him. And it's kind of a fitting reference, given Kurt is trying to show Creed like that he does have a chance for redemption, and that whole divine.
But Creed cuts him off and finishes it, so Creed's also familiar with it as well.
I mean, he's a typical white conservative male. I'm sure.
Yeah, he's a white nationalist.
I'm sure he reads the Bible or skips it like an MP3 player and only goes to certain parts.
I mean, if you can quote it like the way he quotes it, I think you've read it a lot.
Yeah, but but there's a lot of people I know who can quote verses.
To pull quotes.
Yeah, but you can quote.
They can quote it when it's convenient to them. I'll say that.
Between quoting the ones that everyone knows or that are pertinent, but the ones that are kind of if you quote something that's like that
is a very popular phrase or popular passage in the Bible.
I feel like it's something Creed probably, and obviously it's another way of corruption, right? Like corrupting religion is another way. I mean, we all know people that can quote the Bible to, hate on gay people. And then people that can quote the Bible to, to help others. There's very different ways you can interpret it.
It's like I said,
a way to make it fit within your narrative, right?
Yeah, it's like I said, they treat the Bible like an MP3 player, and they just skip over the parts that are like that actually mean something versus like the ones that they want to fit their what they're trying to push.
Yeah, it's convenient. It has a lot in it, so you can kind of cherry pick the parts that work for your argument. If you look at it all at once. We don't got to get into about the biblical debate, but it's very contradictory and there's a lot going on there. So it kind of lends itself to between both not the versions, but also both books, the Old Testament, New Testament. So there really is a lot for you to just take and cherry pick and fit your agenda.
Yeah.
So, it's like whenever someone quotes the Bible to disparage gay people, I always say the Bible says that we're supposed to throw stones at do not judge others as you would judge others. Don't say there's a speck of dust in your eye when there's a plank in yours. Let he without sin cast the first stone, and also love thy neighbor, love one another. Exactly. That's all there too, right? So
yeah, everything is in there. Like I said, MP3 player, skip it.
Just get to Leviticus and just hold on to that, and that's it.
Yeah, the gay people.
The one that says like you hate gay people. It also says that you're like not supposed to shave, and it's okay to sell your daughter into slavery. So like, there's different parts in the Bible that maybe you should like. So it lends itself to a lot of bad stuff, but also a lot of good stuff. So it just shows. It's also like a great mirror as to who is using. It's like a tool. You can use it to build a hammer. Use it to build a house, or use it to bash somebody's head in. And what do you do with these ideologues, right? You make a choice. One to shelter your anger, and your other to forgive. And which one is better? I know which one I want people to do. So it's
the anger one, right? You like the anger one?
Yeah, that's what I want. I want vengeance. No, life. not to get too philosophical, and I've never in my life faced a lot of situations where I've had a lot of anger towards somebody, but you know, I'd like to think that.
Oh, you were angry at me earlier for correcting your spelling.
I wasn't that angry. I was being annoyed and being angry. I was more annoyed that I did it because, you know, I did everything else on the website I built for that. It's all correct. For some reason that one skipped past me.
Well, you didn't know that my actually mutant power is like, it's kind of like this like Heisenberg thing.
His mutant power is actually
it's like an uncertainty principle thing. When I look at something, it creates the mistake.
His mutant power is not being able to leave the room. That's his mutant power.
I definitely don't.
Like Andre seems busy and annoyed. Let's remind him about a mistake he made right now.
I just want you to have the best poster for your show possible, buddy.
I appreciate it.
And I know most people can like to tell people these things, so that's why I take it upon myself to be the hero and to tell people when they make
not the one we need, but the one we deserve.
Yep, exactly. Now Miles has the next exploit.
Our points. Are we done?
Wait, I think how many points was that?
That's it. Now I got another one coming here. All right, so my next one, that was only 6 so far.
Okay.
So my next one. So funny thing, it's a callback, I think, to like the previous Savage Land episode in the old series where like Magneto and Xavier are running around a rock to get away from a T-Rex. Well, when smarter, more capable people like Bishop and Polaris run into a T-Rex, they just hide behind the bushes. And it worked so much better than running around a
I was actually waiting for that scene like in the first one where Xavier and Magneto just run around the crater over and over again while the Tyrannosaurus chase them. All right, my point is going to be naming all of the mutants that are in this. There's a lot. So jump in if you want to talk about any, but we got the obvious ones with Exodus. Byron Calley is in this episode.
His name is Burner.
Burner, yes.
Apparently.
By his real name.
He's the guy who's freaking bigot.
That's also Gambit's friend.
Yeah.
Right.
He was the one in Sanctuary that Gambit wanted to go up to see.
Right.
Delgado, the one with the white flare in his head is Chrome.
Chrome, yeah, because he can literally turn anything or anybody into any type of substance. He's almost like Absorbing Man, but he does the powers to other people.
Kitty's name is Miles, eccentric.
Carmela
named Millie and
Shone. That's how you say it.
How do you say it? Unashone.
Unashone. I looked up the pronunciation because I was like, how the hell do you say this? Unashone.
Yeah.
It's mad Italian.
Yeah, mad
Italian. Frenzy is the black woman with that was
Frenzy has a dalliance with Cyclops eventually in the comics.
Ooh. Gargoyle, which spelled in the funny way, as we saw. Random.
Yeah, Carmela's powers do look cool. MZ.
Random Amelia Bott, as we saw, as we pointed out. Anne-Marie Cortez. Senyaka, who is making his second appearance in the X-Men cartoon. You may remember him as being part of that town of mutants that Cyclops was stuck in. He was there as well.
Senyaka was there. Was he even wearing his like face covering and everything?
I don't know, but he was there according to the list. Scanner.
I couldn't help but laugh when they were walking Creed in and he just started whipping him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ancestors got you back.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
I just saw Roots last week. Fuck you. Simon Hall or Neophyte. Well, he was there too.
Neophyte.
Yeah, he is the one with he was the one with white eyes and the red hair that was sitting beside Scanner or Skids, not Skids, the other one. Skids?
Rusty.
Yeah, Skids.
Sitting beside Rusty. Then we got, let's see here. Spore.
That was the guy that Polaris ripped the armor off and turned him into like balls to give everybody concussions.
Right.
That's crazy. Don't rip my clothes off.
Francisco Milan, who's the guy with like the V, kind of the arrow on his head with the visor.
Him.
With the glasses.
Spore, I said. Mellencamp, who's a big green guy. Static. Static, Gianna Carino Esperanza, who was there. She was the girl with the short hair, kind of. Vindaloo, who we established earlier.
Hold on.
I secrete sticky goop from my hands. Need some sticky goop?
Oh.
I'm guessing maybe actually Indian in this instead of the white guy that made sticky goop in the last one. But
he calls himself Vindaloo.
He's got dreadlocks, though.
Yeah, it's true. We got Barnacle, who we established. Projector, who is the other guy with like the 90s Jonathan Taylor Thomas haircut that was standing behind Barnacle. The black hair.
I had that haircut.
Everyone, I didn't, but a lot of people I know did.
I didn't.
Tempo, Kamal E. Aluai. Is that how you say his name? He's literally just standing in the background, but he's the one with like the mask that covers his whole face with the white eyes, except for the mouth. He kind of has like a Batman mask with the pointy ears. He was in the background leaning against a wall. We had Katu Kath, who is the guy with the white beard and the white hair, the long white hair. Big, then Rusty Collins, Skids, Ram,
the
black guy with the little pencil thin mustache.
Brother,
Ram.
I don't know shit about him. He looked so out of place.
Orator and Javits are listed as all those.
Did you also include the Kleinstock brothers?
Were they there?
Apparently they were.
I didn't see.
They were really like one of the people sitting on on like one of the pillars.
There's like
it's a blurry photo, but that's what they said. They confirmed it was the Kleinstock Bros.
They made hero clicks of the Kleinstocks.
What?
What? It says listed as some of the as things that were referenced from previous episodes or just nodded to. There's obviously the photos of all the dead people. The photos were Marrow, Squid Boy, Madeline Pryor. We see Sabretooth and Mystique mentioned in photos. Those are the only ones that are listed. Apparently, Garrock is mentioned briefly, a reference.
Like the stone guy
Stone dude, yeah, that was there before. We'll just sort of mention from their adventures the previous time. Barbarous was the Shadow, as we mentioned earlier.
Oh, did you mention Pyro and Avalanche?
Yeah, they have little cameos. Where were they at? Were they just in the?
They were actually when Exodus was talking about how the race traders as X Factor need to release all the mutants. They were the first shot.
Yeah.
Avalanche didn't have his helmet on, so he was kind of like there.
Yeah.
But you knew it was him because you understood the whatchamacallit, the suit that he was wearing.
Yeah, and we know based on some releases about season 3 of this show that the Brotherhood seems to play a bigger role in it. So
that's Freedom Force.
Hinting into that, which is cool. Looks like I'm gonna guess Graydon Creed wins the election and we get the government sanctioned Sentinels is what I'm assuming is coming in season 3, but
yeah.
We'll see.
I don't know who was holding that pipe, MZ. Next to Barbarous. Oh yeah, all right. Well, my last X point, which would be
hey.
You got one.
I got one.
Yeah, and he has another one.
Oh
yeah.
Sorry.
So it was briefly mentioned earlier in the show, but our beloved Colossus is voiced by an OG, Robert Cate. For those who thought his voice sounded familiar, it's the same Colossus from the original X-Men series who voiced him on was it the Unstoppable Juggernaut and Red Dawn?
Mm-hmm.
And he also voiced Blob on the show too. That I just found out.
Push these X-Goons by sitting on them. In fact, the X-Goons, isn't that a Blob line? Yeah, I'm gonna squish these X-Goons by sitting on them. So we're all named after Blob, really. All right, well, my last one, I'm just gonna talk about Random for a minute. Random is a super random character. Random was created by Dark Beast from the Age of Apocalypse timeline.
My henchman, Random Task.
Random Task, who is a horrible human being in real life.
He's a murderer, yes.
Probably never get in. What?
He's a murderer. Yeah, he killed somebody.
He's also a gang rape, but he's not a good guy.
He murdered someone after that episode, I think, like after the movie came out.
Yeah. No, he murdered his cellmate in prison. He was in prison for, yeah. But anyway, isn't Random a teenager? Yes, Random is a teenager eccentric collector. That's what's funny. But it's also possible he was made out of protoplasm. But he was also possibly a teenager who was turned into Random. But either way, he's like a kid. And but he was just a mercenary, and then he joined X Factor, but that didn't work out. He went back to being like a mercenary. He likes being a bad guy better. He usually goes back to being a bad guy. But yeah, Random. He's basically turned into anything.
Reminds me of who's the character from is it Rage from the New Warriors, who's like a little kid that's in a adult body.
Yeah, he was a kid too, but they didn't know that. That's the funny thing about Rage.
He got bigged.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Joe son has a pretty elaborate record.
Yeah. Not a good dude.
One of my favorite notes on his wiki is this. It says mixed martial arts career. Where'd it go here? Oh fuck, it was just there.
He never won.
No, he lost. It said, oh man, it was really funny. You'll have to keep going. I'll see if I can find the line. It made me laugh a lot.
It's coming apparent that now.
Oh, here it was. It said in martial arts, he's best known for his appearance. Oh, I'm not sure what that means. The best X-Men version. Maybe they're not a fan of what Marvel Universe is doing. The Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, I don't know.
It said in martial arts.
I'm optimistic.
For Joe's son, martial arts, he's best known for his appearance at UFC 4, where he lost a match by submission after repeatedly being punched in the groin by Keith Hack.
Yep, I watched that fight,
move which was legal at the time.
And it was bad. All right. No, he was on the ground. He had him pinned on the ground. He was just pounding him like.
Yeah, they'll do it. I tap out too. Someone just kept punching me in the nuts.
Yeah. Well, that's our X points. So
yeah,
let's
Hey, check this out.
Let's check this out, shall we?
Want me to go or you?
Well, I'll start us off here. Why not? Just a quick one. X-Men Outback 2 is also great. I'm pretty sure X-Men Outback 1 was my pick last week or the week before, maybe. But so far, it's just like little character pieces. Like the first one was a Storm story. This one's a Wolverine story. And the next one looks like it's going to be a Colossus story. Because it's called The Haunting of Colossus. So that's cool. But that's not my pick. So I'm going to talk about Colossus some more a little bit here. So my picks are going to be Uncanny X-Men 302 Colossus Unleashed. Look at that John Romita Jr. art. John Romita Jr. draws a hell of a Colossus.
There's a hell of an everything.
Yeah, well, it's John Romita Jr. I always liked his Bishop a lot too. Because he always has like square jaws and stuff, and for some characters that works better than others. So that one, Colossus isn't in it a whole lot, but he comes in at the end and just like kicks ass. So that part's cool. Because like he's hanging out with Ileana. Ileana's dying, and Xavier's just like, I wanted you to go with the team. They need your help. And then he shows up and
like, fuck that, I'm busy.
And kicks their asses. And then after that one is Uncanny X-Men, of course, 303, which says right on the cover, if there's only one X-Men title you read this month, this issue must be it. And it is beautifully written. This is the one where Ileana dies. And you don't see it. You just see it like they talk about it after, sort of like. And then Colossus comes back from that fight, and they tell. It's just his reaction that's so like it's mostly a Jubilee story. Her reaction to everything. She's like the narrator in it. And even Kitty's in it. Like Kitty's not on this team, but she comes back for this episode or issue because she was such good friends with Ileana. So there's a lot of it's just great episode, issue. But so Colossus comes back and Xavier tells him, he's just like, Peter, son, we couldn't save her or whatever. And it's just his reaction where he doesn't even he was walking away from Xavier when Xavier says that. So he hears that news. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't turn around. He's still in his metal form, and he just keeps walking. Doesn't say anything to anyone. Just walks away silently. So that's like shows kind of like this like change in his perspective, like maybe a break in his psyche a little, you know. So then the Fatal Attractions issue is the next one. Uncanny X-Men 304. Look at that. Hollow foil signed. We got a little signature on there too, you know.
Your dog will lay down beside you, but your cat.
So this Fatal Attractions issue actually reads better as a part of like a follow-up of those two comics I just talked about than as a piece of Fatal Attractions. But the funny thing about this issue is I feel like the writers and the artists and everybody from X-Men 97, they read Fatal Attractions because they knew they wanted to do that Wolverine scene where Wolverine gets the metal ripped out of it. So I think what they did was they just read the rest of Fatal Attractions too, because there's so many visual and lines from this issue that end up in X-Men 97. Like I never even put it all together until I reread this one today. I'm like, oh my God, like look at this.
Well, yeah, because like when Rogue was the one who told everybody off, and then she ended up leaving with Magneto, that was supposed to be Colossus that was leaving because it was right after Ileana died that he basically said, "Fuck you, Xavier, I'm out of here."
Yeah. But where's this one? Oh, here's one. Do you guys remember this scene? This actually happens in X-Men 97.
Yeah.
Xavier going over to Magneto, grabs him by the chest. They both fly up into the air with this exact, like it's these exact images that we see in X-Men 97.
Yep, it's a great episode.
And he says the same things too. He's just like, "I'm sorry, I have to do. Forgive me, Magnus." Like, remember that? Like,
yeah.
It's like
that's Fatal Attractions.
So much from
that comic. I read it a lot when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's a great issue, and I just didn't realize how much they pulled from it. Yeah, so check that out. This is the one by the way, like at the end, there's a huge fight. Like it's a big fight with Magneto and the Acolytes. And Colossus comes in and punches Bishop in the back and joins the Acolytes. So, yep. And you know, like before that, Colossus was yelling at him, just like, your dream failed. It failed Ileana. But, you know, Xavier, for once in his life, maybe not for once in his life, but this issue starts with him, like, grieving to himself that, like, he's questioning the fact that he's taken all these kids, essentially, away from their lives and put them in danger. He's, like, analyzing the child soldier thing that he does all the time. He's like, maybe I shouldn't be doing all these child soldiers. Some of them are dying. But he's even just like, but, you know, Thunderbird, Doug Ramsey, Warlock, that doesn't matter. They weren't kids, even though Doug was, and in a way, Warlock kind of was. But like, he's just like, so they knew what they were getting into. But poor Ileana, now I have to question my ethics and stuff. I'm just like, whoa, way to just slag Thunderbird and Doug Ramsey and Warlock. But anyway, good issue. Those are the ones. Go check out that little run: 302, 303, and 304. Uncanny X-Men.
All right. My recommendation. Read the X-Men. I guess if you have X-Men or Marvel Unlimited, read that series. That it does fill in a lot of holes, I guess, about like what happens in different areas of the story that doesn't get picked up in the series. So, if like these guys, you want the inside scoop on a bunch of stuff, the series that answer some of these questions, you can find it in that series. So it's really cool. Also, read this book, which I'm reading. It's called Dark Carnival, The Secret World of Todd Browning. Hollywood Master of the Macabre. Todd Browning directed the Boris Karloff, the Bela Lugosi Dracula film from the 1930s. But his career kind of tanked, and with a movie he made called Freaks, which was a black and white movie about a group of circus freaks in which they cast actual circus freaks, and it was a very interesting film. It goes into the making of that film, but also this guy's whole life and career. He grew up in the circus, and a lot of his movies focused around the circus, which is very interesting. But yeah, it's a good book. Check it out.
And a recommendation for us?
Nothing this week.
All right. Well, unless we had a lot of those anyway. So moving on to.
You don't like the movie? Change the channel.
My remote! Where's your remote taking us tonight?
Well, I watched a lot of good movies recently. Two, I guess, that everyone's probably seen or is going to see is The Odyssey, and which I really like. As an analog for like war and what it does to people, and the sort of loss of respect that we used to have for each other, and using that as an allegory for all the stuff is pretty interesting. I thought it was very, very good. And also Spider-Man, Brand New Day, I saw and I deeply loved. It's very, very good. It's probably my favorite Spider-Man movie yet.
I think it's the best Spider-Man. I think it's the best Spider-Man, period.
I used to say Spider-Man.
I'm a fan. Like I told my friend, I'm a fan of Spider-Man in an expanded universe where he's actually interacting with like other heroes, other people. Like, I mean, I know everybody loves Spider-Man 2, Tobey Maguire's go, blah, blah. Yes, cool. Take the nostalgia glasses off. Get your contacts. This is like, honestly, watching that movie reminded me of like some of my favorite Spider-Man games, whether it be the newer ones that came out just a few years ago.
There were a lot of stuff in it that made me feel like I was playing the Insomniac game, where he's just like fighting guys with like electric guns on the street that are just came out of nowhere. And there's a bunch of them. And he's like swirling around and beating them all up. And very much, even the stuff with the Hulk.
Yeah, like even when he was like talking to Punisher or going to see Bruce Banner or like the whole Black Widow.
Whoa! We're dropping too many spoilers. Stop.
There's a lot of fun references to a much bigger, broader world, which is very nice. Like I said, we're finally there where it's lived in. We get all of people can go hang out and with different characters and all makes sense and it's fun. So I'm very, very excited and happy about it. I liked it a lot.
The only problem I have with it is that now this counts as a win for Sony.
No, it doesn't.
No,
for Marvel.
Sony can't do anything on their own.
Sony's already said they've canceled all their plans of expanded Spider-Man universe.
Well, duh, because nobody wants to watch that bullshit now. But they still got.
It's Morbin time, Hanif. You don't think it's Morbin time?
I saw that I saw that actually drunk at home on Netflix, and I sobered up real quick. I was so pissed.
I haven't seen any of those Spider-Man movies.
I saw Morbius at home drunk as shit. I saw Madam Web on a plane, and I saw Craven. Where did I see Craven at? I was watching it somewhere. It wasn't in the theaters, but oh my god!
I saw some clips from Craven, and it was literally the worst acting I've ever seen in my life.
It was, and it's got the girl who won an Oscar from West Side Story, Ariana DeBose.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she plays Mariah.
Oh, wow.
Mariah Crawford, or his what did he call it? Calypso,
yeah, Calypso.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be dope. She just won an Oscar from West Side Story. Her acting on that was great, and it was awful.
You only pause a turd so much.
Man, listen.
They didn't bother polishing that one.
It's funny because Dad was like, "Oh, I think they're gonna go like just based on stuff that happens in this movie. He's like, I think they're probably gonna head towards Moreland and like Ezekiel." And I'm like, I don't think they're gonna do that at all. He's like, why? Like because they kind of touched on it. And
we gotta stop talking about this Spider-Man movie.
Wasn't there another movie they were planning on doing? It was like the Spanish wrestler guy.
Oh yeah,
Bad Bunny was supposed to play him.
Yeah, El Dorado.
Thank God that didn't go anywhere.
That's not his name.
It was like El Fuerte or something. No, that's from Street Fighter.
Yeah, no,
El Dorado.
It's El Muerte.
El Muerte.
It's not El Dorado.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
El
It's El
Muerte.
Muerte. Yeah. He has the Mexican wrestler mask.
Which is the most obscure character they ever could have.
I know, that's what I mean. Like they're not even
insanity.
Let's just
remember when they were trying to do the Black and Silver movie? It was like Black Cat and Silver Sable.
Yeah, they wanted to do the Silver Sable movie.
I was like, for what?
Just let Marvel Sony sit back and let Marvel make the Spider-Man movies, please, and just
take your little cut,
collect your check, and be happy you're getting it, and just go make something else that's cool, please.
I think you made the point one time that 10% of $1 billion is better than like 100% of a turd.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, just take your 10% and be happy.
Well, speaking of $1 billion,
$100 million and be happy that you did not.
Speaking of $1 billion, Spider-Man literally did that in like under 2 weeks.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Days.
But they say like the first week it was like 930 something.
Yeah, it did extremely well on the weekend.
That's crazy.
Beat Endgame.
Yep. Well, now as they said, it's going to be a problem because now I don't know if Marvel can like keep up that momentum.
Well, it's too bad the MCU's dead, boys. It's just too bad.
The MCU is killing everything black led.
No, they are doing
Oh,
that.
they just announced another Black Panther movie.
Ooh. Well, they have no choice with that because that movie did $1 billion. They canceled Wonder. They canceled Wonder Man. Sam is getting pushed to the side. Ironheart got shitted on. We don't know where Monica Rambeau is. Blade got canceled. Like Armor Wars got put on the shelf. Like, it's not a coincidence. There's too many black-led projects that are getting shitted on, and they're acting like
you're totally right. It is a lot.
It's a lot of black shit.
Yeah, shit.
And as a black man, I am furious. Yeah,
I'm not too sad about Blade because vampires are kind of boring, and I didn't really like. I think people have nostalgia glasses about those old Blade movies. They weren't really very good.
I will argue that
stop.
I would argue that Blade 1 is a good movie. Blade 2 is a great movie. Blade 3 is a garbage movie. But
they took the shark on the third one. The first one was fine. The second one was cool. Third one did not even happen.
Guillermo del Toro's like audition for Hellboy, and it was awesome.
I just hated Kevin Feige's whole like, oh, we didn't want to make we didn't want to put Mahershala Ali in black leather and have him killing vampires. I'm like, that is the literal fucking point of the movie, you asshole.
I don't know. He's like a lot.
But it's also like pointless, and I agree with him.
I mean, if you really look at it, Blade's character and his whole story, it's not that deep. It really isn't.
What they should do is have a script written that they're proud of before they hire these people and make these announcements.
Yeah.
That's what they should do. Is be hey, but I really want to see like a Midnight Suns in the Marvel universe.
Blade's better in that dynamic. I think he's more interesting.
Blade hanging out with Moon Knight and Ghost Rider and thing and Werewolf by Night. Let's do all that.
Yeah.
All these like neurotic characters, and he's just like this super serious Blade.
But this answers the even bigger question: is who was talking to the Black Knight when he looked at his sword in the Eternals? Because
they were saying it was Blade.
But who's it going to be now?
Yeah. I think the Wonder Man cancellation was annoying. Was the most like egregious because they literally announced that they were greenlit for a second season, and then they just said, "Oh, never mind."
I didn't know that. That sucks. I thought they
they announced it like a couple months back. It was shortly after the first season wrapped, and then the announcement said season 2 was coming.
Yeah,
and then out of nowhere, canceled.
They'll wrap him into a movie or something though.
Also, where's Fury at?
He retired.
I would just because there's no sword base.
Remember Secret Wars or Secret Invasion?
I'm trying not to remember.
So we just talked about like I was skimming through some emails and then went over to Facebook when we were chatting here, and I just got this was the algorithm heard me talking about Spider-Man. I don't know what this says about me, but this is the ad that came up in my window.
Come to my window.
Ooh, yeah.
What?
That's a cut. That is a cut.
What?
Yeah.
The fuck?
It can be yours for $57.
No, thank you.
It's gonna be your new wrestling attire, isn't it? That's replace the unitard.
I don't think I need to show off the fact I don't have abs more than by getting this costume. Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, no.
Just gotta go get those abs, Andre. You gotta get in
I'm
the
working
gym.
on it. I'm down 10 pounds. I'm working on it.
Oh wow, there you go.
Calorie counting. It sucks, but it works.
All right.
All right. What's next? Watch the next episode.
Wonder Man and the staff literally showed up to the studio, and then they told him Shuri, so it was canceled. Yeah. Like, hey.
Oh, Neve has a great point. They didn't cancel a lot of black specific stuff, which is problematic and shit.
They did.
Yeah, now and Sam's getting pushed to the side now that Steve Rogers is back.
They canceled Armor Wars. Yeah.
Armor Wars.
Didn't they say it was moving to a movie?
They said it was a show. They said it was a show. Then they said it was a movie. It's almost like
new update. Now they say they're going to push it post Secret Wars, and it's going to be the reintroduction of Iron Man movie rather than a roadie vehicle. That's what they say now.
They're not beating the allegations. Like
no,
I'm not calling them.
That's what I'm saying. They're not beating the allegations.
I'm not calling them racist, but they are not beating the allegations. Like you could at least.
They're having a bad week, Hanif. They're having a bad week.
I swear to God.
Can we get predictions for the final three horsemen without Magneto? Yeah, it's going to be Banshee. I'll guarantee that one almost. Magic and Gambit, obviously. And
to learn
without Magneto
things.
Well, if it's not Magneto,
well, because they already got because they already got Gambit's confirmed, so that means there's got to be 3 more.
Yeah, so Banshee, Magneto, and
Banshee, Magic, and
Magic.
And that's what we said. Magneto.
Yeah.
Be pretty prominent.
I mean, if not Magneto, then Squid Boy.
I was gonna say, oh fuck, that's sad. Morlock, Leech is.
Oh my God,
White Leech.
Turn Leech into a fucking horseman.
Leech is murdering people left and right. That'd be very interesting.
No, that'd be terrible. Well, where are we at here now, fellas?
Let's go. I gotta go. Get out of here.
All right. Well,
land this plane.
Well, let's land this plane. Well, all right. So
your homework is to watch the next episode of the show coming out in a few hours.
Dead Man's Hand.
So they did leak a sneak peek of it. Apparently, on Marvel Rivals, there is a hub area in the game where you can actually watch a sneak peek of the upcoming X-Men 97 episode. And let's just say the shit's getting nuts. There's a scene where our boy Gambit and Rogue have a reunion, and it's not pretty.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I guess. So the scene basically you can actually watch it. It's on YouTube. You can actually find it. Just type in X-Men.
Send it to me. I
think I just found it. 1 sec here.
Yeah. So basically, it's like a retelling of the gala at Genosha, and I guess it must be a dream or something because.
Thanks for the Google AI Plus ad on our Nancy AI show.
It's actually the thing, but maybe it's not.
No, this is
not. No, that's not it.
Get that out of here. This is not.
I'm trying to find it. Calm down.
Just type in season 2, episode 8 sneak peek.
Yeah, you got to use the language. Sneak peek is how the internet talks. But, while he's looking that up, you can follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. You can contact us at xmenreviewshow@gmail.com. I ordered a bunch of new stickers, so I'm like sending out swag.
Is this it?
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Remember, Sheriff. Some things be deeper than skiing.
Some things are deeper than skiing.
I'm not okay with that. I am not okay.
Yeah,
definitely some kind of a dream.
It has to be a dream because what the fuck?
I think I did see a trailer somewhere talking about the whole season where we saw Jubilee hand the card to Rogue that they found, and Rogue.
That was in the first trailer.
Yeah, it was only one of the early trailers, so obviously we're going to see that bit too.
And you can support us at patreon.com/XMenReviewShow. You can get merch at redbubble.com/people/X-Men review show/shop. And you can find our audio-only version wherever you get your podcasts. And we are a mutant and proud part of Swear to Pod, a podcast network.
How long we got? Let us err on the side of brevity.
Yes, that's exactly. We'll err on the side of brevity. And we'll catch you next time.
Next time.
No more holding it in. Let's end this with a bang!
Bang.
I'll trade you the
This program is a proud part of the Swear to Pod Network.